Yo, what's going on, guys? What's up? What's up, DGens? All right, let's talk. We're going to do a quick little Jasmy update, and we're going to cover some updates on Onyx Coin, little XCN. A lot of people have been pining for more XCN content, so let's get into it. All right. So first, let's cover Jasmy real quick. Just a little price action update. Jasmy down 5.9% on the day, down 5.6% on the week, down 18% on the month, but up 542% on the year. We're up one spot in rank to 70. We're actually up 1.3% on the hour. A $1.59 billion market cap. So market cap has taken a hit over the last 24 hours. Obviously, everything has. Volume at 186.28 million. Going over to the Jasmy chart. Just bear with me for one moment. So, what did we have with Jasmy? So, as we see, we held above the 382. We were wondering if we were going to hold it as support or if we were going to come down to the 236. Fortunately, we held above and we closed above the 382, so that's very good. Very, very good. We'll see what happens, guys. Again, everything depends on the data that comes out this week. Kind of a choppy thing, but I did tell you guys we're probably going to see a kind of a reddish first 10 days of the month, and so far that has rang true. I don't think that this dip is going to be very long-lived, to be honest with you. If we do have another leg down, that's fine. It's an opportunity to DCA. If we do end up dipping down to the 236 at about 2 cents 6, that is a prime scooping up opportunity for anyone interested, obviously, right? Let's go over to Bitcoin. We always have to check in on Bitcoin, obviously, as well. So Bitcoin has closed around just a hair under 95K, right around 95K. We're at 94,900, so that's good. Got to work our way back up here, guys. It looks like we may have kind of bottomed out retesting that $92,000 level. We may have kind of bottomed out again. We hit it. It seems to be a pretty strong level of support, 92K. We hit it. Look out. We came down over here, and then we came back up. We came down here, wicked all the way back up. Came down all of this here. We came down to 92K over and over again. Continued to wick back up. We hit it again here. We wicked back up. So my question is, there's a lot of controversy right now over whether this is a head and shoulders pattern or not, right? I personally, I don't think so, but if it is, there's a strong possibility we come down and we retest, finally retest. I've been talking about this range for like ever, right? But we may come down and finally retest between 85 and 88K. Now, if we don't hold that, we could come down. A lot of people think we're coming down here between 78 and 80K to fill in this CME gap down here. And you guys know I've been talking about this gap for weeks, right? You're probably banging your head on the desk right now because you're like, Rob, you talking about this again? Yes, because it's still relevant, right? So, in saying that, that's possible as well. Less likely, but possible. Okay, I personally don't think the CME gap is going to get filled until the bear market, but we'll see what happens. We will keep an eye on this inverse head and shoulders to see if it goes. If it does go, guys, if we do dump, it could be as soon as tonight. We could have that dip down into this level. And if we do, I personally have dry powder on the side. I will be taking advantage of this situation. Absolutely. All right, let's look at XCN. Onyx Coin is one of the only projects green today. Yes, you heard me right, green. It's up 4.7% on the day, up 12, almost 13% on the week, up 16.7% on the month, and up 87.5% on the year. We're up 20 spots in rank to 511. $84.68 million market cap, 4.85 million in volume. So, not too bad, guys. In a market full of red, Onyx Coin is green. Let's go have a look at the chart, and then I got some stuff to show you guys. Looking at the XCN chart, look at that recovery that we had from yesterday, guys, all the way down from 2024, all the way up to where we are now at 2026644. Nice recovery, working our way back up again. Let's get up into this zone. I want to hit my target up here, 2036477, and then maybe coming down into here for some consolidation. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So that's what I'm watching for here, guys, out of the bull flag. All right. So now we got a little bit of some videos here about XCN. Now this is courtesy of one of our community members. You guys all know him and love him, Jetpack, right? Make sure you give him a follow on X. And this is videos of actually Jesse from KIR Finance, Jasmy ambassador, talking about Onyx coin when it was chain. Okay, so very interesting stuff. So listen up.
All right, that's exactly what's going on. Super, super easy to understand, right? So anyhow, that is what I wanted to show today. So this company, this chain company, XCN token, they have now acquired the Measurable Data token, who I thought was going to get bought up. So let's talk about what all this means in the final thoughts coming up now. All right, now let's wrap up today's video with some final thoughts. So first of all, Measurable Data token did indeed get acquired. So clearly I wasn't the only one thinking that they would be a great target for that. They have a great website, easy to read. They have a simple to use app. It's a very simple concept, really, you know, that they're using blockchain. They're basically compensating a user for their data, right? So this goes right along with what Jasmy does, but a little bit different in the sense that they are doing it through an app that's tracking your purchases, whereas Jasmy is doing it through something like a personal data locker. So a little bit different concept here. We also have the difference of this one being US based. And I want to say this was created in San Francisco because as I mentioned earlier, I tracked that founder and I think he was in San Francisco. I think he was maybe in Singapore or Hong Kong, somewhere along those lines. But all that's there. And what's interesting with Chain acquiring is that he and the main team is all staying on to manage this. So they're just kind of falling under that umbrella. So in a way, you know, it kind of reminds me of something like Binance. Binance acquires crypto companies all the time, and they do exactly this. They keep the same team in place, and they just say, now you're under the Binance umbrella. And that's sort of what this looks like. The main difference here, though, is that the Measurable Data Token, MDT, which, by the way, I didn't mention earlier, is listed on Binance, it's listed on Coinbase, it's on some major exchanges. It's all out there, right? They are sunsetting it. So it will be going away, and they will be giving holders the XCN token. So this is the Chain Protocol token, okay? So MDT will be going away, and XCN will be replacing it. Now, I don't know yet if that's necessarily the right decision here, but I can kind of see where they would want to do that just to, you know, kind of put everything together and make it easier to transact, to follow, to track, right? It might be a little tricky if you have the two completely separate blockchains but under the same company. But then again, that is, like I said, exactly what Binance does. That's what they do with Swipe, with Trust Wallet. You know, they have their token, and it's completely separate. So in this case, it's a little bit different in the sense that they want to wrap them together and burn all of the old MDT tokens and give users, you know, the XCN. So that's different.
Now,
here's all right. That's exactly what's going on.
Let's go to the next one here.
The website Chain, okay, and Chain actually has their own traded cryptocurrency with the symbol XCN. All right. So they mentioned that Chain is thrilled to announce they'll be acquiring the Measurable Data token and its ecosystem products in a deal with a value at over $100 million. Pretty awesome, right? So go ahead. I mean, it's just crazy, you know, like it's exactly what I kind of predicted would happen here. And, you know, I even had somebody else reach out and was like, hey, how'd you know that? How'd you know they were going to get bought? I didn't know they were going to get bought. I simply thought they would be a great candidate to get bought because they had a little market cap, but they actually had a pretty impressive platform. Okay. So anyhow, so Chain comes along and Chain has now agreed to buy them for $100 million. Okay. Now I want to kind of show you some more of this in a second here because I really didn't show it in the video last week, kind of what all this involves. But one of the apps that they have, for example, is this RewardMe app that's got over 200,000 users. And so basically the premise behind that one is that they're rewarding you for sharing your data with them, and they're rewarding you in cryptocurrency, the Measurable Data token. Now, what's going to be a little bit different here is it sounds like they're going to convert MDT into the XCN token. So it seems like this MDT may be going away. Which, you know, I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'll probably have to elaborate that on a little bit more in the final comments. But it looks like that is indeed the plan right now. So they say here, this is from their CEO, that he's deeply excited to announce Chain will be acquiring MDT and will have the opportunity to work alongside the company's brilliant team. So they are keeping them on board here. And this was the head of MDT says, we're anxious to see our product transform and merge with Chain's full suite of services. We believe that joining the Chain ecosystem will continue our mission of accelerating blockchain adoption in everyday life. So this is interesting, because really what it means is that a bigger fish has sort of gobbled this one up and added it to its book of services. Okay, so let me kind of show. If we go over to CoinMarketCap here, so this is Chain. So Chain right now, and like I said, I haven't not even heard of Chain. I've heard a lot of projects. Somehow I haven't heard of Chain. So Chain's market cap right now is 1.9 billion. Kind of similar to Jasmy, they've got a total supply of 53.4 billion. Jasmy's is 50 billion. Okay. Overall, the coin right now is at 0.08 cents for Chain. So they have a significant market cap. Now, Chain has been around since 2014, and I kind of for measurable data token. So you can see right up top. So this is mdt.io. It says Chain times measurable data token. Chain announces acquisition. So just crazy, right? So now I want to kind of go through some of this, because I didn't share this site in the last video, but this is why this thing looks very impressive to me. So measurable data token, control and monetize your data, right? This is kind of like the Jasmy premise. What does MDT mean to you? MDT's consumer-oriented product RewardMe, an app that rewards you for data you contribute. Interesting. So it says here, do less. MDT ecosystem creates smart contracts through the blockchain to make sure individual users get their cut, right? So it is compensating a user for their data. Now, what's different between this and Jasmy is Jasmy uses the personal data locker. MDT is using an app to track purchases in particular. So it's a little bit different, right? Now it says earn more. Start earning by doing what you already do, right? So now you can earn for just sharing with them what your purchases are. And it says secure all. So we only deal with aggregated anonymous data, which means no personal identifiable data will be shared. Your privacy is under our protection. And then they have like a 1-minute YouTube video here. So pretty easy concept to grasp. Here's a shot of the RewardMe app, and they've actually got a website here, and you can go in your app store right now and download this if you'd like, the RewardMe app. Let me kind of show you here what it looks like on their actual website. So it's reward.me. So easy signed up by email.
So if you are bullish on Jasmy, you should be bullish on XCN. Once again, guys, we got to give love to community member Jetpack for sharing this with me. He's the one that dug it up. I have already reached out to Jesse. You guys know Jesse's a good friend of mine. I've already reached out to him, waiting for a reply. Maybe him and I will get together and do an Onyx Coin live stream. We'll see what's going on with that. But that is the latest and greatest, guys, over on XCN. And a little bit of Jasmy price action. So as always, guys, listen, if you're new to crypto, there is no shame in having your hand held by a community of people who can help you get through an altcoin season with your profits intact, okay? Because there is a reason 90 to 95% of people in crypto do not make money, and it is because they don't know what they're doing. They make a lot of mistakes. Avoid these mistakes, guys. Join over to the Patreon. We have group video calls we do every evening. You can join. You can ask questions in real time. You can have the help of myself and the community. We have hundreds of people over there, everyone from beginners to veterans in the industry. You can also schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally. Let's get an exit strategy in place for you guys. If you don't know how to identify where liquidity is in the market, guys, you're going to place your sell orders and they're not going to fill. And you're going to be left standing there with your hands in the air going, this is a scam. I sold, but my profits, but my tokens didn't sell. It's because the exchange is just a middleman between you and a buyer. And if you don't know how to identify where buyers are in the markets, then your sell orders are not going to fill. Let's get you an exit strategy put in place that's going to ensure you get profits out of this bull run. Let's squeeze every dollar out of this altcoin season for your portfolio that we possibly can. So the link to the Patreon is in the description down below, guys. Again, join our group video calls, schedule your one-on-one coaching AMAs, click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.